live a bit later than usual. I had one or two sick kids. I'm not sure if the one just didn't get woken up because the other one was sick or what happened there.
Yeah, not until they needed to leave. That's when I got woken up.
Usually I wake up right about the time she needs woken up and wait for a couple minutes to see if he's going to wake her up, and then if he doesn't, then I can go wake her up. But today he was sick and I slept through that time without even realizing. So that was interesting. I did this morning get to complete my leprechauns. I found some of the three-headed dogs.
You want all the purple streamers, right?
Yes. Found some of the three-headed dogs. A couple horned serpent or two. Some doxies. Just a variety of different things. I did drop 2 traces. I have not seen any dragons other than the one you guys saw on the stream yesterday. So I have not gotten any dragons from somewhere else. I don't know if maybe when the person I know got one, went after it, it was a bug and they figured that out and changed it, or if I just haven't been lucky enough. So I can't say what happened there. I really don't know. Another thing, but unlike YouTube, the videos are 1 minute each max.
So it's basically Vine.
It could be. I don't know. The only way to respond is to someone, rather than in comments, is through video. But you don't have to respond to watch the videos or different things like that. Huh?
Or Snapchat.
Yeah, it seems it's a combination. It's just a different one of the different social media platforms. And I figured I actually have 2 different channel streams there. One will be for EDS and one will be for Wizards Unite. So there's that. I hope, I'm really hoping we can get word out about both of them. You know, and the one nice thing is that it's a newer social media platform, so becoming well known may be easier there, and maybe it'll transfer over to helping this channel. It will still be part of this business, so there's that. On another note, we are going to do the pumpkin walk. A scene at the pumpkin walk. I'm going to pick up pumpkins today and go look at backgrounds. And then we're going to work on getting that together. And I just watched a semi run a red light. Anyway, luckily no one got hit or anything. But, so there's that. If you have any ideas, I'd love them. Right now, my idea is, they said they have a forest scene. My idea is to take the pumpkins and have people help me paint on the different family trace symbols, and then maybe I have been offered some some squash. And so maybe with those we could actually take and Mod Podge on some of the different traces, especially the ones for this event. So the Dark Wizard, not Dark Wizard, the Prisoner of Azkaban escapee and the Azkaban escapee and the Death Eater.
Hello, Porcine. I don't know who you are.
You didn't see if it was Steph or
it was Jen S.
You know who she is. If you just don't register, you know who she is. You know who she is really well.
What?
That's gotta say it.
Oh. But why does she have so many different names?
She changed the JS to Gen S.
Okay, well, yeah.
You got Mindy lost.
Okay, well, hi, Diane. I'm just gonna keep calling you Goddess. That's what I know you as. I have 2 different of my sandals. I'm just realizing this. I picked up the new sandal. No wonder it felt so weird. Okay, I understand now. That's gonna bug me.
That's not my fault.
I was wondering why this foot felt higher than the other one, because the other one's been worn down a lot because I wear them a lot.
So yes, it snowed off and on last night. There's no snow on the ground.
It's
but
really
my daughter
sad.
is in sandals. And yes, I'm in a t-shirt too.
And what? You don't like my very counterintuitive clothing choices? I have sandals and shorts and then a sweater on. Very counterintuitive. Meh. My arms always get colder than my legs. My feet not so much, but apparently I don't care about my feet.
Anyway, so if you have anything, if you were to go through a pumpkin walk thing, and there was a Wizards Unite scene, what types of things would you like to see that might pique your interest?
A stick figure with glasses.
Yeah, if you want to help make a stick figure with glasses, you know where the wood is, sweetie. And I think we can come up with a pair of glasses now. So I would like to get word out about that. Hopefully have that spread and help. So there's that. I wonder where my son... Oh, I know. Never mind. I'm a little bit dense. Yes, like I said, I'm a little bit dense. Okay, so I don't even care anymore. That's the other thing I did this morning. You know, usually I haven't been going after these purple ones, and Jen's been, come on, you need the stuff. As soon as I look at what's here, I'll show you why I don't care. But Jen's been, you need the rune stones. We've heard that a few times, which kind of was true. But I finished that one out this morning. Go after this. I'm glad I checked everything while we were here. So what we're doing is she's running in right now to get some money, and I'm gonna run her to her bank. She stores money with my mom so that she doesn't use it, but she's getting ready to go to Comic-Con, I believe it is, or Anime-Con. One of the two down in Salt Lake City. And so she needs her money available. So that's what we're doing right now. Registry. Come over here and show you. Rank 65, star. So there's no reason to hold off anymore. So I need those 3 still on that one. I need all of those. I'm looking for that Bogart cabinet. All of those. Those 2. Yeah. Adult Niffler. Those 3. Just my umbrella to finish that one off. There's those. And then I've got one more of the Death Eater and 2 more of the Dark Wizard to find for that. And then I'll need 13 of the other. That is one thing that that people have always told me. My kids are smarter about money than most people. And I think the reason why... Okay, I'm still after those red ones. Cool. I'm not quite there yet, as you saw. Let's see where. But I'm a bit farther off on the doxies than my serpent. I need 4 more for my serpent, but as you can see, I need 14 doxies. So, and then I need 18 eggs, and I need 8 bows. So. But my kids, that's one thing that's been brought up. We have been low income, and my kids, I think, just kind of learned from that. I can't say for sure, but I think they learned from that. And they are... Yes! I woke up early. Or I woke up late but early. So usually when I wake up, make sure my daughter is awake. I go back to sleep for another hour or 2. I stayed awake today. And then I had a cat. My daughter's cat insisted on meowing as I was trying to get stuff done. Do you know how hard it is to record a video without a cat meowing when the cat will stop for 2 minutes and then start again and tries to push everything out of your hand when she's not meowing? I'm usually pretty calm with her, but today was not one of those days. In this case, I wasn't, yeah. So, I think it's also the stress is getting to me, and honestly, this new channel almost seemed like a answer to what we were talking about, that I'm way stressed. And so, I got to do a little bit to get it going, which is one more stress. But I think once I get it going, figure out how to do it, get it in my schedule, it almost feels like it's a relief, if that makes sense at all. Because I feel that it will help. One of my stresses has been, how do I spread the word? Not so much for this channel, but especially for my other channel, without trying to push it on anyone, and without doing the one thing I hate a lot, which is people doing the sub for sub. I totally get saying, hey, go check out my channel and I'll go check out yours. I totally agree with that. And have no issue with that. It's when if you sub to me, you have to show me you sub to me and then I'll sub to you. Because first of all, are they even going to stay subbed? And if you're going to do that for over 1,000 views, that means you'll have 1,000 channels, which means you aren't doing any watching, which does nothing to help out the channel, really, other than just being a dead body there, or a kind of dead account, so. But I do have something I wanted to show you guys that is all you guys. Let this open up. Since we're sitting here, check this out. In 28 days, 2.9 thousand minutes of watch time. I'm going to show you on these videos. 14, 11, 13, 24, 19, 17. That's you guys. And this is the channel that I just kind of play around with. But that's you guys. That's all you guys. And I really appreciate it. That's the big reason that I want to do the giveaway, and that I'm trying to come up with some more things that I might add into the giveaway. So, just so you know, hopefully she hurries, because there's not an there's that in, but I can't get it from here. I'd have to go over there, and then, the minute I get out of the vehicle and go over there, she's going to come get in the vehicle. I just know it. Oh, I know what I can do. So, first of all, on Android, this one in the top right corner, Rumble, that's what it looks like. This is me, at SK Poem if you're looking for me. And then there'll be the Wizards Unite and the Wellness Space. Yeah, you know it. The minute I headed over there, that I truly headed over, not pretended, she would immediately be over there. Now, here's something I found, and part of the reason this I found interesting. That is the whole amount of any post about Wizards Unite on this social media. That's got to change. And that's why I was annoyed. I wanted to do a post. Steph knows what my post is about. Oh no, I have one cast left. I think I can get it in one cast. Nope. Okay, now I gotta go to the end. I know, I only need that one. That one right there. And I will be able to place that Death Eater. There's too many of similar things, because honestly, a Dark Wizard, not all Dark Wizards were Death Eaters, but all Death Eaters were Dark Wizards. And in this case, the Prisoner of Azkaban escapee, from what is indicated is both. So, but they're indicating that there are two different ones to bring awareness, I believe, to the fact that this specific one is not Malfoy and is not quite. I gotta cross the street. I will go for that though. Okay, is not Malfoy and was one of the ones arrested. Oh, I got it. Okay, never mind. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. Now let's go see if it's still here. And see if my daughter came out yet and is wondering where I am. Not yet. If it's still here or not. It may have departed because I went after it. Nope, it's still here. Good. Oh wow, it even saved the fact I'd gone after it. Good. It means it'll take one last cast. Not always does it. We've had times when we click on one that just shows up and then go away for a minute and come back and it's not there. So that's why I was worried. Open this up. He's a dark wizard and a Death Eater. If I'm right. Because I suspect, could be completely wrong, but I suspect that he may be her dad. Or the person who killed Grimm's parents. But part of what leads me to believe that is the focus on Azkaban escapee, but we're focusing on Malfoy Manor during this time period. During the time period that Voldemort was there. So, unless this escapee then went against Voldemort, chances are it would be a Death Eater. Could be. But once again, if it's a Lestrange brother, he's a Death Eater. And where would that have bearing in this? What would that mean to this? Actually, mysteries is what I want there. Because she was Paget, not Folly. And they did apprehend a dark wizard. What dark wizard did they apprehend? especially in response to this, if that makes sense. And what was going on in the Department of Mysteries brain room there? Yeah, that's another thing is that leads me to believe that this is actually, that we aren't looking at two different people. So there's this. Look at the Death Eater. And then look at the mask. It appears to be the very same mask. And then look at the mask and the escapee. It almost appears to be the same escapee. The one question, where does Ollivander come in here? And it may be that and we know the prisoner number. I need to look through stuff, the videos and whatever, and see if we can find that prisoner number. Because if we can find that prisoner number, then we get a name of this escapee. And that can tell us whether this escapee is a dark wizard, a Death Eater, or what. We know he was Voldemort's prisoner. Another reason for saying Death Eater is most of the ones that were released, or that were broken out by Voldemort, or not most. When that happened, I think if I remember right, it says that they were everyone that got out was a Death Eater. Yeah, the reason I showed it too, and I'm saying, look, see if we can find that number. Oh, and it's not 2, there is a 3 in there. It's 7, and I would have to look it up. 7 something something 3 something. And I remember we've seen similar numbers in some of this stuff. So yeah, it would be nice. And why did they give this back to us? To where we can see all the little bits. Anyway, so those are some of the reasons I would like to, if possible, get either some pages on the World Discord or start a Discord group specifically for discussing the story. So I'm waiting to see. I am still waiting. One admin looked at it and said it was a good idea. Another admin I tagged, so we will see. But yeah, now my daughter's back, so really need to go after energy.
Maybe we didn't really pass anything.
I know, I'm just letting you know. Huh?
No.
Can't do anything without energy other than talk. She's looking at her phone for some reason.
Yes. Doing that because we're going to buy our hair dye sometime today.
Do we need to go buy hair dye first or hair dye
No,
after?
me, Jaden, the twins
Okay.
are going to buy hair dye sometime today. I wanted to know if I had already messaged, so I could say we should go over there instead of the bank or something.
I see.
Oh, okay, that was weird.
What?
I actually got it. I shouldn't have been able to, but I did.
Actually, with this one, as long as you click on it in time and get it spun and it starts opening up before it's out of distance, you will get it. It's not like Pokemon Go in that regard.
Well, it's never worked that way for me before. It's always worked the way Pokemon Go does it.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know it's at least been doing that for a little while.
Should I go after this stuff since you have so little, or
It's
not?
up to you.
I will wait then.
Because I did get to place the Death Eater. The regular Death Eater, not the Brilliant Event Death Eater.
What?
There's 2 Death Eaters and 2 prisoners of Azkaban. So, I'm wondering, part of what I understood from that page with the women on is that we may be getting a new page, a dark arts page. Part of, and would have them. Part of what I understood is actually, that'll just be our, we'll get 2 new things instead of 1, and actually...
We're right here! Stupid thing! We're out of range! Oh, and now you can't click spell energy. From that in. Stupid thing! I think your phone's broken, Mom.
Try again. I can't explain it. Sometimes it just, yeah.
Drive-through.
Okay. I was about to ask that. Kind of assumed, but yeah.
Yeah. Talking to people isn't very nice. So.
She doesn't like talking to people, so she's sitting here talking to you guys.
I'm not really talking to them. Online is okay. In person is annoying.
And you're making them very dizzy, I'm sure.
It's right here. Goddess said I was hoping they'd introduce the new females as another oddities page. And then Stuff said, okay, so I have a good image of the prisoner plaque and its ruins. It is ruins in numbers.
Runes and numbers, yeah. That's what I'm thinking, and I'm thinking somewhere I've seen those runes, a translation of them, a general translation of runes, and we know that JKR kind of has her hand in this, so they're going to give us whatever those runes are is going to give us more information.
Steph also said she's sharing it to the Discord.
Thank you. I will transfer that over. I just thought of a way I can check something.
You can't get back in.
Guess what? The women are not part of this page, so they are going to be released sometime. And my daughter's confused, but it's about time for us to pull. Oh no, he's getting something. I can pull it up so that anyone, because I'm sure my daughters, if someone jumps on, they may be confused too. Okay, here, right here.
That's sad. They don't have Bellatrix specifically. I just get my wallet out of my pocket and get my child in my chair.
So the question is, are these spouses of the prisoner of Azkaban escapee and the Dark Wizard? Are they just general Dark Wizards, or, and Death Eater? Or what? Because we do know. Now, with women, here's another thing. Is the prisoner of Azkaban escapee actually the spouse of a Death Eater? And that's... Hi, can I get a checking deposit slip? Right, checking?
Yes.
Do you have a pen?
Yeah. Of course I have a pen. I am wearing my jacket.
Do you want this one to borrow this one, or we'll hold on to it? Okay. We'll hold on to it until you get that done, and then I'll put it in with it. The last person must have run off with their pen. Anyway, so we know that Narcissus Malfoy is considered a Dark Wizard, but she is not a Death Eater. We know that Bellatrix is a Death Eater.
Well, yeah, that's because Narcissa only did it to protect Draco.
We know that Bellatrix's husband is a Death Eater. We know all the Lestranges are Death Eaters. So...
Besides Tonks.
She's not a Lestrange.
No, she was a...
I'll explain what she was in a minute. Trying to get her to finish filling stuff out. Okay, let's undo the bar because okay.
I hope I did that.
So,
I always forget.
Tonks's mother is a black.
Yeah, I realized that.
And so Narcissus's and Bellatrix's sister. Bellatrix is the one who lost the most. mentally. And then we know that Tonks's father is a Muggle, and Tonks's mother and dad stayed together, and I believe we're still together after Voldemort was dead. I believe she managed to protect him, but I can't remember for sure. That Tonks's mother and Tonks managed to protect her dad. But I'm not positive. I'm not going to guarantee that. I would need to look it up and do... This is where I need to get all the books again so I can do all my research. But... So there is that. And Narcissus... She held with the beliefs of her mother and her family. She stayed with them and married into another one of the special wizarding families and whatever, but she did not seem to grasp as hard on their things. Her bigger concern was her son. She was a true mother. So, there's that. Should be holding my phone and looking at what's being said so I can answer. What? It does take a little bit to get in.
No, it wasn't that. It was something else.
Okay. I know they've said stuff.
Dark arts does make sense looking at them again, but I was hoping for oddities easier to get. Penelope's family were pureblood Slytherin that followed Voldemort. They are in his inner circle and all have the mark. Think the scene at the table when Voldemort was asking for a wand during Deathly Hallows. Andromeda and Theodore Tonks raised Teddy after Tonks and Lupin were killed at the Battle of Hogwarts.
Yeah, that's right. So, Tonks' parents did live. They had to live to be able to raise Teddy. Yeah. So we know he managed to make it through without being killed.
I'm not doing this, ma'am.
Just start the blue or the purple one. Which is interesting because we know with who his in-laws are. He would have had a target on his head. Huh?
The purple one. This one?
Yeah, that one.
Use. Which one is this one I use?
No.
Yep, good thing I used that then. It had a red dot, so I assumed it was that one.
So, yeah, the reason I think it's going to be a dark arts is because that's the mark for the dark arts. Is the mark of Voldemort. Is the death. So, yeah. That's why, and because of what it says. on that page. I cannot see I guess they could do another oddities page, but where they just released an oddities page, I'm a little bit less likely to think that that's what they will do. Of course, they've been releasing oddities pages left, right, and center, so it could be another oddities page.
Wait, what? Oh. Goddess was like, spoiler stuff, and stuff was like the emoji with no mouth. Yeah. And then Goddess said, it makes sense, it is Dark Arts Month.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, also makes sense because it's October. What else are you gonna do?
I will say, if anyone is playing with you and has not seen the 7 movies, I think it's been spoiled long ago for them anyway. And I don't think that they're going to, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say something else completely different, like what? Like something along the lines of like, why are you playing or something, and then I was gonna be like, you and Brett and everyone else play Pokemon Go, and you haven't seen Pokemon. Me and David and maybe Caden are the only ones who have watched Pokemon.
And that I can see, but there's spoilers in the game.
Yeah.
About the movies. And I haven't given some of the biggest spoilers. Well, Mindy did give one spoiler.
Batman dies.
Well, about Tonks.
Oh, well. No, Batman dies. That's a spoiler.
Another interesting thing. We happen to know for sure of Teddy's age. So looking at the time this is happening, we haven't seen Teddy yet. And I would think, unless it's considered Teddy has nothing to do with this, which is possible. So, it'll be interesting to see. Part of me wonders if the Calamity is searching for Penelope.
That's terrible.
And so it's going back through her family history and everything else. That's why I say it would be interesting to know what's terrible.
Well, first of all, Steph said, I think it's more likely that we get things added to current pages like they added in the novel on the 9 3/4 page. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
And then, God, I said, only seen one movie, but read the books, never seen Pokemon or played the Pokemon cards. And that's very sad. You should watch Pokemon and play it, at least once. And then Steph said, Jen, I had no clue you hadn't watched the movies or read the books. I'm truly sorry. But it was just right then.
So she said she hasn't read the books, or she did read the books but not read the movies?
She did read the books.
Okay. Honestly, you got everything out of it.
Yeah.
There are things that you might pick up from the way they portrayed things in the movies that might help us in this, but everything they did in they were better about those movies compared to the books. than they are usually about movies/books.
Aragon.
They, at least, they had to cut stuff out. There's no way they could put everything in the books and movies.
Yeah, like they didn't include the troll. I mean, no, they included the troll. They didn't include the potions.
They didn't
at the
include
end of the first.
Dobby.
Yeah, they did.
In the later part. Or not Dobby. Was it Creature?
Barty Crouch's, his elf, Minnie. Not
yeah.
Yeah, Minnie. It's Minnie, right? No, it's,
Yeah, anyway, she was not included.
What is her name?
Now it's going to bother both of us. Are you going after the
Oh,
ants?
no. What is her name?
But, so, there's going to be that. That may have some bearing on, I know what I was saying, but everything, they did stay, like, things weren't really taken out of order. Huge plot things weren't totally gotten rid of in the movies.
Winky. Yes, thank you.
Winky. I knew it wasn't Minnie.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure it started with a W, but I couldn't remember the in between.
I knew it had an N in it somewhere, and it was in the middle. And then I knew it was an M or a W at the beginning.
Anyway, so there's some of that, yeah. So I like the movies, but having read the books, you got everything that you would from the movies, other than we did see some Azkaban prisoner plaques in the movies. And that's why I'm wondering, and obviously that wouldn't have been portrayed in the books, because, yeah. So, from that, I'd like to do some more research. Yeah, a few things like that. But if you read the books,
I am a passenger. Let me clock.
You know everything that happened in the movies. They did not add anything to the movies that did not happen in the books. It's just that there were visuals. So there's that. That's why I say, yeah, and I guess it's possible people could be playing and watching this stream, or could in the future watch this stream, that have never seen the movies and never read the books. And if you haven't,
very sad human.
I didn't say that. I was going to say I would recommend taking some time to do so.
You probably live under a rock.
But at the same time, even if you're doing that and you haven't read, if you're playing and you haven't read the books and you haven't watched the movies, you've already heard some of the spoilers. I'm sure of it.
Well, yeah, they had to have. I'm just going to keep... Every time you end, I'm just going to say something.
If you have not heard any spoilers, then you definitely probably live under a rock, or you're watching this years from now.
Oh, no, not probably. They definitely live under a rock. They're a hermit. Hermits unite!
What about what? It's possible that 20 to 30 years from now, if they were watching this, that they hadn't heard the spoilers. Because now that would be a really sad life and world. I hope not. Because that would mean that the world has quit talking about any of this. And that would be sad. We've, missing out on this amazing community that has been created from those books. That would be sad.
No community, it's a fandom.
I think it's even more than a fandom. Personally. Because
at least we're not crazy like the Attack on Titan fandom. They have some really weird people in some anime fandoms.
And my daughter's not afraid of offending anyone, obviously.
Nope. I'm in the Attack on Titan fandom. So I'm not afraid of offending them because I'm one of them. So why should I be afraid?
You might see if they're saying anything.
No, I don't want to. Blah, 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 blah. We did OMG. I have it right here too. Something. And then, God, I said lol, Mindy. Yeah, you're welcome. That is what she gets for streaming with me in the car.
Why I get what?
What you get for having me for streaming with me in the car.
Oh, yeah. I think they enjoy it. Am I right?
Silence in the library.
Give them a little bit to respond. It does have a bit of a lag.
I know there is. But still, silence in the library. Except it's not dark outside. Just avoid the shadows. Oh, crap. I'm in a shadow. I'm gonna die!
She is a Doctor Who fan, too, if you can't tell.
Well, of course. Yes, I do. Laughing emojis, yes, I do. Such a lag. I'm very sorry for that, goddess. It's very sad. I don't have a lag. Well, actually, I often have a lag. I just don't currently have a lag on this particular thing. That'd be scary if I had a lag on this particular thing.
Yeah, that would be.
It'll be like this kid in my 8th grade, one of my 8th grade history teachers. She told us about this kid when she was like high school or something, where he couldn't feel pain, like he had delayed nerves or something, to where he could only feel pain after like 5 minutes, so someone would flick him, and then he would only feel the pain after like 5 minutes. No, I didn't want to click on that. I will get this last one, and then I will go after the thingamabob. Woohoo, birdie bots. Some of them can be gross. I got a vomit-flavored one once. It wasn't very good. At all. And then I give it to my brother! He didn't like me very much. But it was so funny. Steven said he's basically done. I know it was David or Daddy. I think it was David.
Around, or, we'll finish this time around and then we'll go back for your brother and drop you off. But
it had to have been David. There's no way it wasn't.
Danny would have picked up, Mindy. Are you going after my energy?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I already got that one from when we were in the parking lot.
Okay, I was just making sure. Because you did forget one point for a little while.
Yes, I did.
So, Danny would have been suspicious.
Not all the time. I gave him jalapeno flavored caramel once, and he didn't suspect anything, even though I was about to break. That was great. I have a video of it! We were talking about a game, and then the, like, taste hit him, and he glared at me. And then he spit it out in a bucket because it was so gross. I also have one with David. He did that too. But he wasn't talking about a game. I don't remember what I was talking about with him. But it was rather funny.
And you get what our family's like.
Yeah. At least I didn't give Brett the cucumber water. I should give him pickle juice.
If anyone knows my husband, you'd understand that giving him pickle juice, dill pickle juice, would be even worse than giving him the cucumber Gatorade.
I'm Predonian. What are you, Mindy? What? Predonian?
Is it in one of your fandoms? Is she talking about?
I don't know what a Predonian is, so I don't know. There's no lag from when we send the comment to you when you see it. Yeah, I didn't actually try the caramels. I just gave it to my uncle who actually liked it, and then my brothers who didn't like me. Stuff said, be right back, and then, God, I said, whoa.
So who, was it Steph that asked him the Predonian?
Yeah. So wait till she's back.
Till she's back, yeah.
Yeah. No, look. That was weird.
What was that?
No, the turkeys are. Doesn't like pickles.
He doesn't like the smell of dill pickles. He gets your dill pickles on your hamburgers from Wendy's or somewhere like that. He will usually be like, he will never eat with them on. He used to ask for them to leave it off, and if they didn't, get upset. Now he actually doesn't bring it up, and he just goes, I'm not touching these things.
This is with tomatoes, too. More tomatoes for me! And whoopsies. I like the bread and butter pickle juice.
I'm not sure there. We like the dill pickle juice, I think, just because it's a lot higher in salt. And we love dill pickles, dill pickle juice, whatever.
It just helps with sore throats. That's why I drink it.
But it also, that's a high absorption of salt that helps out your dysautonomia.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's crazy. I'm not a big fan of dill pickles. Oh, that's very sad. Dill pickles are yummy.
We go over to his dad's to his family for most Thanksgivings and a little bit before Christmas. And his mom makes sure she has some pickles there because his dad likes them. And she started putting out extra pickles because it says Dad and my family.
Not just that, everyone eats them all the time.
They end up gone when, whatever she puts out ends up gone.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I've heard from Brett, before we joined the family, that did not happen.
No, Steven. Bye-bye. I will call you on my phone. You're not allowed to be answered on Mom's. Some random noise. Okay, that's nice.
There's an end coming up.
If your phone will stop beeping. Yeah, that's not very nice, Steven. Oops. Oh, I hope I got it.
It looks like it. It's got the smoke above it.
Yeah, and you can't get any more.
There's an... Oh, I'm full?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you can go after stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So... Yeah. We are going to go pick him up. I got to figure out what to do. Because I got to be in North Logan at 4 o'clock.
What for?
Huh?
What for?
To look at the backdrops and pick up pumpkins.
Ow. Oh, yeah. You have a tail light on your car burnt out.
Maybe you remind me when I can take care of it.
Okay.
To figure out
Yeah, I
what
just
there
remembered.
is.
Caden told me the other day, and then I forget.
So, Jen, what do you think of our new law that we can drive through Tremont sometimes of the winter when we can't drive through Brigham? Unless you have chains or snow tires. It looks like the all-weather tires will not be allowed.
You can? Wait, what?
They made a new law, and the route goes all the way through Sardine and down to the highway now, rather than just Sardine.
I'm so confused. What route?
Of where you have to have chains, snow tires, whatever, during certain weather.
Okay. Well, that's kind of weird.
So see if she said anything about it. And Steph's back.
Yeah, Steph is back. And Goda said, new law.
Yeah, look up Utah snow tire law.
Steph, what do you mean by Predonian? I don't know what I am, because at the moment, I know what it... I've heard it before, but I can't think of what it is. God, I said that's stupid.
That was my feeling. I mean, I can see in Sardine. I can totally see in Sardine.
Yeah, Sardine's dangerous even without winter.
And preferably, I would...
Oh. Okay.
She hit something with her foot on the radio. So, anyway, what I was going to say is, if we were allowed snow tires, I could see that. But no, it's not snow tires, all-weather tires. But from what I can tell, all-weather tires will not have the correct certification. to be allowed for driving in Sardine in certain weather, and that it goes all the way to the freeway. Okay, I will, when she gets back, she ran to tell her brother we're here. Let her see that comment. That's why I didn't heart it yet. So I was going through making sure we hearted, so I heart them to know, one, that I've heard, seen, read everything. And so that's why I'm not hearting that last one, Steph, is to make sure she gets that message and can answer you. And I will be sure to stay on at least until we get an answer from her. Okay, now I'm just waiting for my husband to be able to do the rest of that. So, yeah, I want to look at who was at the table at Malfoy Manor. I want to look at who was in Azkaban, both check the book and the movie. Look at movie numbers. Look more into that Grim Folly information there. So, I am going to check something while we're on here. Nope, they still haven't made a page. There. We're going to have a page on Discord. So, okay, she answered you.
Oh, right.
Now she's trying to remember what one.
Come to me. I'm just gonna search it up because I don't remember.
That's still at work?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. We haven't been home. She wanted to come in and we've been in since like 2 o'clock.
Okay.
So we do need to get a hold of Brett and see if
I can't.
Your phone's dead.
No, my phone is not dead. He didn't answer.
Okay.
That's
then
why I
he's
asked
probably
if he's still at work.
Yeah, he's probably still at work.
Yeah, so you know how I tried calling him, Mom?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't get it. And he tried calling me, and I didn't get it.
I called you and her and Brett.
Mine rang.
And I knew that. Yours rang once and then Mindy hung up because she was streaming, and I figured that that would be the case, honestly, but I was hoping, yeah. I wasn't sure if you guys had seen my text, didn't get an answer from anyone.
We were headed that way.
And
we were
so
headed
I
already.
called you, and then I called Mindy, and then I'm like, dang it, I'll call
Brett.
Brett.
Yeah, we were, I was streaming, and we were by Logan High.
Mm-hmm.
When you called, because we did get your message, so we just finished the round around Willow Park that we were doing and came straight here.
Yeah, and just, I wasn't sure because I got no answer.
No, I get that, but I'm not complaining.
So,
I'm not complaining, I just, But it's interesting that you couldn't get Mindy's call, and Did you figure it out and answer her?
Not yet. I'm trying to find it.
but,
I
yeah,
have it
Mindy
in my
showed
phone
her,
somewhere.
me her phone, and I showed her my phone. We both called each other. Neither of them. Her phone, she was saying yesterday, is having problems with texts and stuff, and so I wonder
Did you get my text?
about insurance. Yeah, I got that.
Okay,
I just
I'll talk to you
hadn't,
about that
hadn't answered your
later.
response.
Okay, I'll talk to you about it later. I just, wanted to see if you got the text. Does that make sense? So, I think, if it's okay, we'll drop off Mindy. I need to go to North Logan. So I guess you could stay at Jade's, or you could come with. If you come with, then when we get a hold of Brett, we can have him come wherever we're at.
I'm thinking I'll just stay at Jade's as well.
Okay.
Because honestly, Jade's is a fair, especially if you're headed out to North Logan, Jade's is a kind of central sort of meeting place where you and Brett can meet
Oh,
to
I sure looked
I
at
guess.
leave the car.
Or to switch to the car, leave the van and switch to the car.
Okay, fine, leave a vehicle.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I meant is leave
Okay.
a vehicle.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna, and this is why I would like if you'd come, is I'm picking up a bunch of pumpkins too.
I don't feel
Okay.
like it. I'm not trying to be mean.
And
It's
I
just
get that. I just
that is
with my
my main job right now is lifting
I don't know if you heard,
70 to
but
90
I
pounds.
aggravated my
Wow.
disc.
Mm.
That's what, you know how I said my hip has been hurting for a week?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've had a hurting hip for like a week. That's why I'm not doing as much.
Where did I save it?
And I aggravated my hip.
Yeah, no, I hadn't heard, but especially with pulling 2 8 o'clock mornings in a row, I'm
No,
kind of just
I get that.
dead. I'm going to probably honestly go back into the room,
And go
follow
to
the
sleep for a
sleep,
while.
and just have Mindy make sure I'm awake at 5 so that I can leave.
We may or not be shopping at that time.
And
Okay, well, then just make sure before you leave that you wake me up.
part of my concern
Okay.
was too, I don't know how long I'm supposed to meet her there at 4, and so I don't know how long it's going to take. Does that make sense? But, okay. Well, and I guess
Don't fill up
we
phone.
could have Brett
Yeah.
run you there, and then
And,
we can figure out from there.
yeah.
Ow, what is that? Keep stabbing me.
Did you figure it out, or do I need to let her know tomorrow?
Need her know tomorrow. He's being stupid, and I don't remember where I put it in my phone.
Yeah, Grandpa pumped today. That's why I'm done, is because he wasn't doing much cutting.
So sorry, Steph. I will let you know tomorrow. She can't find it. I know what this is. And I was right. But I am going to, once I catch this, have to let you go so I can figure out where I'm supposed to be. So I can work my way there. Or maybe I can figure it out while we're... Okay. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit, so I will let you guys go and I will see you later. Bye.